Oh, you know what last time I went to America, I really noticed, especially in LA.
The accent?
Yeah.
The fires?
And the homelessness.
There was a lot of Americans.
Yeah.
You know, it's a grind. I reckon it's a real grind working at 7-Eleven.
Turned out it was like burnt a hole in his guts and his balls were filling up full of gut pus.
Oh, this isn't great, is it? He said,
Oh, you bet. I can smell a dog pile. I can hear the barking.
oh no, this is my favourite story too, and I've cooked it.
Welcome to Bill and Dyl, the podcast where two guys talk first, think later.
Hello, welcome to the Dyl and Bill Podcast with Formo. Oh, fuck.
Oh, he's spinning the bottle here, ladies and gentlemen. What the hell?
No, Jill, we have to kiss.
Not again, dude.
Not again. I accidentally dropped that.
I think that's the...
All right, guys.
Now I've really got to cross my legs.
Yeah, now he's pitching 10. Guys, welcome back from the titular episode of last week. Awesome title. Welcome, Formo.
Well, thank you.
First and foremost, Formo.
Wow.
Foremost.
That is my first ever applause ever, I believe.
Oh,
Thank
man.
you.
It's
It
well
feels
overdue.
weird.
Well
Yeah.
overdue.
Oh,
it feels
I
fitting.
think-
It feels like you should have had a few by now.
Yeah, my mum's always telling me.
Well, there you go. He's got a
Mum
few.
says I'm great.
Yeah, but she couldn't get a crowd together, Mum.
I know,
What
Mum.
the fuck's going on?
Whatever happened to hire a crowd? Sheesh.
Hey, just in case you guys forgot, I am Bill and this is Dyl.
Dyl.
And welcome to the Bill and Dyl Show with Formo.
Bill, Dyl, and Dan.
Greetings, legends.
Yeah, mate. What a pleasure to have you on such a lovely, cool day.
Yeah, it is definitely not 400 degrees.
It did not get hotter in here once Formo. We just started getting excited.
Yeah, we're just hot and heavy breathing.
We had to digress so much before the podcast. We've just had to go, hey, save it for the pod.
Yeah.
Tell 'em I want to hear about it, but
There's
save it
so
for
much
the pod.
stuff I wanted to tell you, and he's like, whoa.
Whoa, hold it.
Hold it
it for the pod. All right.
Can you give an introduction to Daniel Foreman and who he is and what he
Oh,
does and
Daniel
what he's
Foreman.
about?
Daniel Foreman. Cactus Jack.
I'll take it.
Danscapes.
I'll take it.
Dan Scrapes.
If Dan Scrapes.
Dan's
if he was
Crepes.
If he was in the last style Earthbender, that's what it is. He'd be an Earth person.
Wow.
Moving rocks with his mind. Changing the landscape
I have a specific fascination
with
Yeah.
dirt.
with rocks.
With rocks.
Rocks.
He likes to rock out
Yeah.
with his rock out.
All right. Well, before we go anywhere with it, real quick, how did what's that? What's them stones on top of each other? It's not Easter Island.
Stonehenge.
Stonehenge.
Yeah, that was just a fluke. They dropped from the sky and landed like that, and that's history.
God playing with his toys.
Oh,
100%.
TikTok
while we're
told me
down
something about the Stonehenge. They've made a replica in Western Australia.
What's a replica?
A replica.
I'm not cruel enough
It's a
to
replica.
Yeah,
And they made
dog pile him.
They
All
made a
right.
replica
A
of the
rent-a-car?
Stonehenge. Okay,
The rent-a-car. Pick apart.
Is that budget?
Yeah.
correct.
Sorry, they made a replica. I'm
They
back.
made a replica. Yeah.
Of the original Stonehenge when it was first erected. Some billionaire made it and in their backyard and no one wanted it or wanted to pay for it.
I'm sure Formo could have
So-
done it pretty cheap. How much did they want for it?
I wouldn't
I
have
don't know.
even used machines.
No, just
It's
pure-
all leverage.
It's
It's
all-
all leverage.
It's
Yeah.
all lifting from the lower part of your back.
Yeah.
100%.
Fully bent. Your legs have to be straight.
Straight. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Speaking of leverage, how do you reckon they did the pyramids? That's all rock.
Oh, gee, yeah, that
Rock
is.
and leverage.
What do you got for that?
That's what slaves. It's
Listen,
not soft play. Slaves.
listen, boys.
Unadulterated slaves. did that.
When you start to understand rocks,
yeah.
you start to understand how to use rocks and how to use the weight of the rock
Yeah.
to your advantage. It's very scientific. I'm not sure about the pyramids. Like that's next level.
Yeah.
But there's definitely an art to it.
Do you reckon they walk like that?
TikTok told me there were superhuman people that were 10 feet tall who.
Yeah, I've been seeing that ad too, mate.
Yeah.
I've been seeing that ad too.
I don't know if it's an ad. I think it's a TikTok.
No, it's an ad. It's just like
What, to join the army or something?
I typed in how are the pyramids built, and then this big alien guy with the big six pack lifting rocks.
Oh,
It's an ad, brother.
Some recruitment for Scientology.
No, it's
Yeah.
for AI stuff.
That's
But
it.
anyway, we got to digress a little bit here. So Formo, we've got some housekeeping from last week that
Oh,
you don't know
no.
about because it's
Oh,
not out
HR.
yet. Yeah,
I'm allergic to HR.
This is a toolbox meeting.
Oh,
Mate.
no.
Play
I'm going to go to the toilet.
I have diarrhea. Formo, have you paid your forms? I've got diarrhea. I got to go. I have to go. So last week, Formo, Dill has this brilliant idea to name the episode before we do the episode. Sure. And then I said, that's bad luck, but if you're asking me, we call it Dill Eats a Bug. Which Dill was so mad. Yeah. And he goes, I'm not eating a bug. I go, but we can still call it Dill Eats Bug. And he was so mad. He was so mad. Like, I did not think I would have hit a nerve like that.
Yeah.
But then, you know, you mispronounce something, you dogpile on him. Once you have on this couch today,
if you find
one sign of weakness, you're getting dogpiled.
100%.
You stutter, you cry a little bit, dogpile.
And Bill, you know this guy.
Glasses.
I know. That's so he does when he gets dogpiled. He's already crying.
I got tears.
You know this guy. He's good at a lot of things.
Yeah.
So when you find something that he doesn't like or doesn't want to do because potentially it's not going to work out well for him.
No.
Then you absolutely do that.
You dogpile. So like he showed a little bit of weakness, and me and we're talking bugs for a whole show. Anyway, so I was in I went to this op shop, right?
Yeah.
And I picked up this fucking brilliant plate, all right?
It's fantastic.
It's actually what happened. Dill eating bug.
Wow.
Me and Al watching it. There it is there.
I love that.
So what do you
Can't
think?
see it. Do on that camera.
Yeah, I was actually going to say, is that the camera? Is that the camera or is that the camera?
Do not fucking drop it.
Oh.
Please don't. You see I paid a lot of money for that.
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
It's even got the corking on the back.
Yeah. So now, Dill, I don't know. So, you know, I was at home. You think, big chuffer, just chuffing away
Yeah.
at home. No, I wasn't. I was at Sarah's
Doing his invoices.
doing my invoices. I was doing, we all good there, Al? What are you doing? Looking for... Boy, he needs a drink. He's never had a drink in his life.
Damn, we're stressing out loud earlier.
See?
He's drying up over there.
He's drying up.
He didn't get his Uber Eats delivered here tonight, so he's stressed out.
He's stressed out. But so I was at Sarah's Nunna's, and I'm watching will we right to go in a minute, Al? Yeah. All right. I was at Sarah's Nunna's, right?
What do you say it like nunnas?
Because that's how you say it in Italian, mate. You fucking
nunnas.
Yeah.
nunna. It's like shut up.
Sounds like a weakness to
Get
me.
a bit of culture into you, mate.
Come on.
I dare you to dogpile on me.
Get to the point, pal.
Anyway, so I was watching TV and you wouldn't believe what come up on the screen. Al, can you show the video that?
Oh fuck.
In our family, since about 1970, we bought it in Rhode Island. Didn't even realize it was a Picasso until about 5 years ago. I have to admit that it hung over
that Nuna?
the stove.
No, this is on TV.
In the kitchen. And all of our kids love the smiley face.
Well, I can only imagine the amount of grease that must have been on it over the kitchen. It's just one of those things. You bought it because
You
you like
silly
it.
bitch. You silly bitch.
Because
Stop
of the
it,
decoration.
Glenn.
So what do you think it's worth today?
Oh, Glenn looks like he hasn't had a root in
I haven't a
about
clue.
53
You haven't a
years.
clue? Would you be surprised that an auction value in today's market, probably on the conservative side, would be in the range of
Do you reckon
$10,000 to $15,000?
Glenn looks like Will from
I love you too.
oh, what's that show about the president? That's serious.
Let's name him Corey in the house.
Sorry,
I can't believe that thing's valued at $10,000.
I
What
know
a
the-
shock and surprise.
I know,
Hence
Dill.
why I said don't drop it.
Don't
Yeah,
drop it.
yeah,
That's
well,
why
thank God I
was
didn't.
scared.
Maybe we can sell it and actually make some money on this podcast.
Hopefully, but Dill, I can't believe you're gonna be eternally memory. I fucked up. Don't dogpile. Please don't dogpile me. It's too hot.
Oh, pal up to his old trick.
Beautiful
again, eh?
plate.
Yeah, beautiful plate.
Yeah.
And that's not going above the oven like that dumb bitch that fucked her.
Oh, covered in grease, you silly idiot.
Well, maybe you could
Yeah.
use it to eat
The
up
heck
all
was
the
wrong
fucking
with
shit
you? Yeah,
talk, mate.
she was like, "You fucking dirtbrain,
Oh my goodness.
you dumb bitch whore."
Straight above the bloody deep fryer.
Yeah, mate,
Come
what are
on.
you doing? The Dino Nuggets don't need to see art like that. But yeah, Dill. So yeah, that's a nice little. That's gonna be there, just collecting dust and being great.
Yeah, luckily all this shit on the shelf.
Hopefully, I get some more rare treasures
Yeah.
as the pod goes on.
Yeah, Bill, you wanted to. I don't know. Is there any system?
Go on, get into it.
You're talking treasures.
Treasures. Here we go.
You touched on it last week.
Yeah, I touched on it last week. Well,
to
no,
me.
the bug wasn't a treasure, but you know, you dig holes. There's bugs. How many bugs have you seen Dill eat while helping you dig holes?
Actually, remember that time we found that frog?
Yeah.
Did he eat it?
In your mini ramp?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that
We've
was
uncovered
sick.
a lot of frogs. We've also killed a lot of frogs in Davo's pond.
You've also licked a lot of backs of frogs.
and a lot of
That's
toads.
the whole thing.
Kiss a lot of toads. Any princes coming out of them?
No.
No, it just tastes like dirt. But speaking of dirt,
Dirt.
you touched on this last week.
Yeah. Did I?
You've got a new some newfound treasures at your joint.
Did I have? Yeah, I did. I think Formo. Did I have? Oh,
The
yes.
fucking plants, you stupid idiot.
Well, you said last week. That was
this
last
is the whole
year,
point of
brother.
the episode.
That was last year, brother. I
I see.
love the segue. I'm looking at this random bag here. I'm like, yeah,
plants
it's
in the bag.
treasures. I guess looks like you had to
Bill,
go shopping.
I said this earlier. I've got a lot of friends in the industry.
Yes.
Obviously,
Plant industry.
unbelievably plant knowledge legends.
Oh, mate.
But outside of, a bit tricky.
About
A bit tricky to find friends who actually love
live plants.
a plant.
I didn't think I'd be about the plant life. I thought I'm like, it's a myth. Get them plastic. Who cares? I'm just like big chuffer over there. I'm like, just smoke it, man. That's all I need. Nah, I don't even need
well,
that.
that's a good start. I mean,
That's a good
actually,
start.
for a lot of
I
guys.
did start growing weed last year. It was like, apparently there's a season. I started halfway through. Had some dwarf plants. They put out some big people who were complaining, called them Bald Bart and Pink Homer. they got pretty big. I think it's, I think what's the, before you can get into trouble, the time? What is it, Al?
Huh?
What's the time that you can say something and not be in trouble for? It's like 7 years.
Statute of limitations.
There we go. That's why we pay the man.
Yeah,
That's why
he's
we.
back.
That's some big ass words right
Statute
there.
of
I've been watching
limitations.
a lot of Law and
That's
Order.
it. That's a
Yeah.
year. That's a year, isn't it? I did that last year. I think that's that's plenty of time.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, he's having a look.
I'm just going to research. I love that.
Yeah, but do you know what? Don't edit it out. I was growing marijuana last year. Come stop me. But yeah, I didn't even smoke it. Gave it away.
That's hard.
But that start. Yeah, that was hard.
Hang on, lay it down for us. You go on like hyper.
Hydro.
Round
You
of
talking
lots?
hydro?
Yeah.
Talking hydro? Is that what you're trying to say?
Hydro, or are we talking
Well, hyper-
natural?
Oh, well, so what I did was a friend that will not be named.
Russell.
Russ. Russ was like, what you do, you get 2 bits of wet paper towel, put the seeds in between there, put a plate over it, let it sprout. Then you get it with tweezers once it's sprouted, put it in the little dirt, and have it inside, water it every now and again. And that's how Pink Homer and Bald Butt were born.
Wowee, Terry. So what would you say? Would you say, Daniel, as a landscaping professional, would that be a correct technique that he could replicate to grow other household plants?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know as much about the chuff stuff, but I mean, wicker beds are big. Wicker beds is it's obviously like a raised planter, but it's got like a water tray under it.
Ooh.
And it's sort of, as the water evaporates up, it sort of feeds the plants.
They
Wicker
love-
beds are big.
They love
They're cool.
sucking water up from beneath.
Oh, mate, they can suck all day if they
I
really want.
I have a piece
Hey.
that that loves sucking.
Actually scared the shit out of me. That was so loud.
It's so funny. Just quickly, side note, as
Yep.
there's going to be a lot of them.
Digression.
Graham Ross literally followed me today. He'll probably watch this podcast.
Well, I know
and
who Graham
unfollowed me.
I know who Graham Ross is, but Dill doesn't. So do you want to explain who he is? To Dill?
Is he related to Rick?
He's the big dog on Bed Homes and Gardens.
Oh, shit.
He's like an industry dude.
That's sick.
That's
He's huge.
epic.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do these
G'day,
big
mate.
industry dogs go with you?
Good. He likes to
Intimidated.
sing, Graham.
Does he?
So we have a little bit of a sing when
Yeah,
he comes
you don't
around.
mind,
and
you,
because-
don't mind
Yeah.
singing yourself, do you?
Mate, I reckon he could take over Dennis Walters' role at end of the year because I'm not huge on Dennis. I'm not going to lie to you.
Nah.
He's got a bit of an orangutan look about him, and I'm not huge on
Bit
it.
of a chip.
I think Billy would like that.
Nah,
No. I'm talking legit.
like
Oh.
dragging knuckles on the ground kind of orangutan.
Yeah,
Good body
absolutely.
posture.
Pink butt, all that stuff.
Now, Daniel, on the theme of singing, you and I have worked together for many years and dug a lot of holes.
We have.
And there's been, when times have got tough,
Yeah, power hour.
and the
Or hour of power, as we like to call
Yeah,
it.
power.
or the radio runs out of battery, you may often go into a rap. Now, only
Correct.
if you're comfortable would you be able to perform your infamous Dixie Me song.
So once again, I just got Graham Ross as a follower. After this episode, he's going to be off. But absolutely, I would love to do
I mean,
that.
Graham Ross loves to sing. You love to sing. He may also be interested in rapping, and he also has genitals. So
You-
this is perfect.
You
That's
think he's
it.
got a couple of Eminem albums and he's back
Yeah, these weekends are heavy.
on record?
That's it. Yeah, he's got diss tracks. Just waiting. He's like, oh, yeah, Formo seems nice now, but he
Yeah.
would have Kendrick Lamar. He would have had a diss
He's
track.
not the kind of guy to not have stuff ready
Nah,
to
he's
go.
prepared.
Nah.
100%.
So Formo more like homo,
Yeah,
etc., etc.
Yeah.
absolutely. Birthmark. He'd get the birthmark in there because he's that kind of guy.
Yeah.
Oh, he goes low. He's low. That's low.
We'll circle back to the birthmark,
yeah.
but please, would you give us a quick performance? Only if you feel
Yeah.
comfortable, of course.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, already told my kids they can watch this back, but
They will.
they might
enjoy
be able to
this.
skip this bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. This is for mum.
Do you want to like
fast
tap-
forward?
Can you like?
I'll give you a
speak?
beatbox. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready?
You go. Here we go. You won't get anything like this around. This is OG stuff. I like dicks.
Oh my god, Russian gremlins, get the fuck out of here. Whoa, fuck, guys, sorry about that. Russian gremlins coming to wreck the Dylan Bill podcast. Fuck, Alex is out there lifting weights and Dylan's fucking digging a hole. I have to edit this. Give me a sec, let me just fix this up. Ah, fuck, they've corrupted all of Dan's beautiful song. I'm just gonna have to fix it up. Give me a sec here. Oh, yep, get this window off. Yep, yuck. Alright. Ooh, alright. That should be it. Look at me go here. Alright, yep, here we go. This fucking editing looks super easy. I'm not sure what anybody's complaining about. It's so easy. It's just like press a few buttons and it's fucking going, you know? Not that bad. Anyway, guys, hope you have a lovely time listening to the rest of this audio. I know we've got the user and something that's just gone.
I got news for you. That means you're gay.
That was great. So yeah,
So
people
that's
just
Dixie
don't.
Me.
Yeah, people
Happily
just
married, 12 years,
Yeah.
2 kids.
like I've written some songs on other podcasts. I've had to get beeped a lot of it. I wrote what was the one I wrote, Al? I've got a baby penis to the tune of
Baby Shark.
what was that song? Girl, I got a baby penis. I got a
Oh,
tiny
that's good,
baby
yeah.
micro penis. And you just get louder. Yeah. I got a baby penis. I got a tiny baby micro penis. Yeah. I got a baby penis. I got a tiny baby micro penis. Yeah. Got a tiny penis. A baby's penis. A baby penis.
You really got it.
But yeah, like all
Also-
day, I'll be sitting there writing songs like that.
Great song. I can also relate to that. So
Yeah.
that's a relatable song
Yeah, I
as well.
know. No, how did he get the inspo for that?
Yeah.
Why does it feel like you're
Okay.
watching me?
Yeah, someone saying me, I did it at karaoke once,
Yep.
and someone was like, the duality of man. And it was just me screaming on the floor. I
Hey,
got,
you guys could have a hit single though. Have those two songs. You can have a big cock and balls on the top.
I have actually
Call it
have
dictation.
I have some note like Cable Car. I have a cover of Cable Car that I'm working on. I'll talk to Formo after the show about
But
that.
just to bring it a little bit back,
Yeah, please.
this is exciting. So my 8-year-old daughter,
Yeah.
Harpsy,
Up.
she now we've been listening to a bit of BP because it's somewhat kid relatable without it being gnarly.
Yeah.
And we actually do a couple of songs together.
Oh,
Like,
really?
Where I do the rap bit and she does the chorus and stuff.
That's epic.
It's a feeling, dude. It's
Oh,
like
yeah, she had
a
energy.
dance too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And she gets right into it.
Little
she's,
Former, I
She's
could only
dad all
imagine.
over. It's
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah, she
It's
really
wild.
is. The other day we were doing a mountain bod thing out here. Oh no, it was my birthday.
Yeah.
And
Happy birthday.
Thanks. And Formo and Harper were out on top of the ramp, and Harper got her phone set up, and she just ripped it. She just like dancing on top of the ramp, and then Dad came on to try to rap battle, but Harper was like, "Hell no!" Sassed him off, and she stole the show.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
Keep it in the family. No,
Yeah.
none of this Jackson stuff though. Like, just
Oh,
you know,
no.
let her be a child, mate. Let her grow up. Don't get her caught on fire by Pepsi, big
Oh,
Pepsi
dude.
or whatever.
I'm
That's what-
already scared she's going to have an AI boyfriend like next week or some shit. It's
AI.
just scary.
Yeah.
You're scared that
So bad.
Dill thought an ad was actually a real video. It was actually AI ad. We were talking about this just before.
Were we?
Yeah, you thought big giants built the pyramids, mate. Get off the bongs, brother.
Dude, they did.
Yeah.
All right, well,
10 foot tall superhuman mans.
so let's digress a little bit, Formo, right?
Sorry.
So we're tradies, right?
Sure.
So
are.
I'm gonna.
Well, I don't know. Do you call a shit stinking landscape a tradie or not?
Yeah, mate. It's
Just.
I was outside.
If you get
building
dirt
some-
under your nails, I reckon that's tradie.
that's it.
Absolutely. And the
That's
rest.
it. And the rest. So I have a technique where I'll go up to the guys at work, right? And you can adopt this, right? So if you want to feel out how long you're going to work for, so the average day, I get there at like 6:30, and I either leave at 3 or 5, right? And I'll go to the guy I work with, the one guy. I'm like, all right, what are you feeling today? Are we feeling is this a fight night, or is this championship rounds? Fight night is essentially 3 rounds, 3 o'clock. Championship fight is 5 o'clock. All right. If we go. Fuck, I've fought for a lot of belts lately. I fucking do not want to. I want to get knocked out at one.
Yeah. But Bill, it's interesting you say that. I'm very sporadic. I mean, Dylan
could only imagine.
Yeah. And like, obviously, that ADHD brain just it's a power and it's a curse.
It's a
all
curse
at once,
also.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So obviously, a lot of people are like, oh, well, you need to smarten up. You need to, figure out your schedule and la. And I was just like, nah, I'm leaning into this. So I'm 1 minute I'll be like on a job for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
The next minute I'm like over at some factory, like, doing some stuff. Then I'm back at the office doing design work. And then I'm just everywhere.
Then
like,
you're at the show garden. You're at the show.
And then I'm picking kids up from school. And it's
Do you ever like rock up and I'm thinking I was in your chinos? You're like, fuck.
A little bit.
A little bit. You're in the dress shirt, the chinos.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, or I'll just
Play where it lies. Roll the sleeves up.
I'm sure you're the same. Like, there's days when you
I've never had to wear a suit for work.
Oh, chinos are shit to work in. Like, I came back from holidays and I was just loving the holiday shorts that I had.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm just going to keep wearing these because it'll just feel like I'm still on holidays.
Yeah, good.
And they ripped on the second day.
Oh, no.
Like from the penis all the way around to the north. Like the whole thing was just open.
From the north to the south.
Yeah, absolutely.
From the tip to
I
the
feel
top.
like I've seen you do that several
window
times,
tip to the tape.
regardless of the holiday shorts.
Yeah. And I mean, so I'm always adapting.
Can you jam it up in your mouth?
Get right up
Oh
there.
yeah, I was I keep.
That's the first warning.
That's it. Yeah, 3 strikes and you're out, you idiot.
And then we're turning this thing off.
But yeah, that's unfortunately luckily I don't have that situation where it's like, you're gonna work 3 to 5 or you're gonna work like straight set hours. It's just a concoction of whatever's gonna work.
Because I'll go. Is it going to be a fight night or a championship? Because I'm already gassed.
Yep.
And it's I'm
brutal.
not even in the stadium yet.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's 9 o'clock. All right, but tell me it's fight night.
But do you work off like how far you're gonna get in the job? Or is it
I
literally-
do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's just like the one thing like R&B Fridays.
Oh.
All right. I rarely have an R&B Friday because everyone's like, it's Friday, woo. And I'm like, shut up, cunt. I'm getting up tomorrow.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
R&B Friday.
Yeah.
It's technically Thursday for Bill.
Yeah.
All right. He's
Brutal.
working Saturday.
Yeah.
Brutal. And then like you get asked the question, of course you're working Saturday, yeah? You go, no, I was only going to get married.
It's the worst. That's the worst conversation when the boss rocks up.
I'm avoiding him like the plague.
Yeah.
I'm hiding in the ceiling.
Yeah.
He's blasted
dude.
himself into
Yeah.
camouflage.
Oh
Yeah.
man, that's
I'm-
the worst conversation.
Mate,
Easy.
getting rung. I'll throw the phone down the side of the car.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, not looking at that. I go, oh, dude, sorry.
Yeah.
So, Formo, working on the tools, lifting rocks all day, it's quite strenuous.
Yeah.
How would you say you power through your days? What gives you energy?
I just sort of get trapped in my own head a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful place.
And do you think your constant intake of caffeine plays a role in your...
Yeah, what are we doing to get
100%.
caffeinated?
I work from bottle to bottle basically. So
So
like,
tell me about... Run me
I'll-
through this.
so I'll have a bottle. I'll have a triple shot, ice break every morning.
Don't get it out. Pile on him.
Excellent.
Yeah. Clearly, I haven't
So
had
what-
one for 2 hours.
Yeah.
So and then like
Wait, so hang on. Let's run through this correctly.
Yeah.
So we're triple shot first thing, ice break.
Who makes
First
that?
one.
Ice
Yeah.
break. And
Okay.
is that
Dark
the
bottle.
500 ml?
that's 500. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
done it. I've done the big ones in the past. I just find it's problematic.
Yeah.
It's probably the best word to use.
So are we
Yeah.
eating food at the same time, or are we just going straight caffeine first thing?
Sometimes we have a cookie,
What
or
kind of
as I like
cookie?
to call them,
Yeah.
a mini sugar frisbee.
Yeah.
So a mini
Yeah.
sugar frisbee and a nice.
What cookie we talking?
So this is usually 7-Eleven. So
Do you get the ones jammed with the shit in the middle?
so I get
Got him.
the white chocolate and raspberry.
Oh, that's
Oh,
good.
dank.
That's good.
Oh,
Divine.
shivers.
I'm
You
gonna
put that
avoid
shit in
them
the
like the
microwave
plague.
before, dip it in the
Oh.
ice break.
You got too
pour.
much time on your hands still.
For
I'm
that.
going in. I'm going out.
Yeah.
I'm running in.
And that's what I mean. Like, I'd love to wait for a coffee and be like cost effective, but
I've
I don't
seen
have
you
time
do
for
this. You're fucking full of shit.
I don't have
you
time.
You go in there, you're like, oh, g'day, Jono.
Yeah,
Let me get a few things. And then you're talking to the guy for at least
yeah.
12 minutes.
Yeah, arm wrestling him.
Did you see the fight last night?
He's got the he's like, I wore the chinos again. You got a Stanley knife. I got to shant these up.
One thing you
The
need
missus is gonna be pissed.
That's it. If there's one thing you need to know about Formo, it's every opportunity is a networking opportunity.
Form
Yeah.
go.
Always.
Everybody's
He's like
got a
fucking spider
backyard.
that where it
Everything's-
goes.
You never know if boss behind the counter at
Boom.
7-Eleven, he might need a couple of lawns.
Exactly
Exactly.
right. 100%. So every angle, everything's got an angle, always.
Always.
But I just love being happy.
Yeah.
That's great.
Oh, dude, that
And
is
you know,
good.
it's a grind. I reckon it's a real grind working at 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I reckon they get some pretty average people coming
Oh,
in
yeah.
there.
for sure.
Oh, yeah.
So I want to think that I've pumped them up and given them something to
Yeah.
go on with, you know?
Oh, you know what I really, last time I went to America, I really noticed, especially in LA.
The accent?
Well, yeah.
yeah. The
okay.
flyers.
And the homelessness.
Yeah, it was a lot of Americans.
Yeah, at the stupid Yanks. No, when you go and buy something from a store or a restaurant or anything, like Australians like want to have a fucking 10-minute conversation with the person serving them.
Yeah.
So I'll just be like instinctively just like, oh, hey, mate, how you going? What have you been up to? Blah, blah, blah. And they just fucking look at you so
Yeah.
confused.
Yeah.
Deadpan on their face like, why the fuck are you talking to me? It's
Yeah.
the craziest thing.
Move on, sir.
And
I'd-
it's funny,
I'd really
like,
struggle
talking,
with that, I
It's
think.
funny
Yeah.
talking to Ricky, my friend Ricky lives in LA. It's funny talking to him about it because he's turned into that person, Robotron.
Oh.
And like I watch him go to the servo or to order takeaway food, and he's just like, hey, this one.
Which is completely
No
against
tip.
against
Yeah.
character for Ricky, right?
Yeah. The
Crazy.
Oh, mate. It's such a weird place. I remember someone bumped into me. And I go, oh, sorry. And
That hurt.
he just kept walking. I go, cunt! Like that. And then that he got scared about that. They don't like the word cunt.
I can't deal.
Just shout it out every now and again.
Yeah.
Just cunt!
Do you guys have impulses? Because I had
Oh,
a
dude.
situation where I was at the servo and I love a one-liner. You know I love a one-liner.
Yeah.
And I walked up to this guy and and it was no one else in the joint. And I said, how's your day going, mate? Like, as I do.
Yeah.
And he goes, what did he say? Oh, what did he say? Oh, this isn't great, is it? He said,
Oh, you bet. I can smell a dog pile. I can hear the barking.
oh no, this is my
Let's
favorite
go, give
story
it to
too,
him.
and I've cooked it. He said,
We asked him how he was going.
yeah, what did he say?
Was it
oh,
good or
no,
bad?
No, it was good. It was good.
I'm going good
And-
for my. I'm
and
going good for
it's one
my.
of those. It's one of those really common response. Oh, he said, yeah. Sorry, I'm back.
Yeah.
He said, same old, same old.
Yeah.
I looked this guy dead in the eye and I said, mold. And there was no one else there, right? There was no one else in this joint, right? And he looked at me and I looked at him and the confusion was just next level.
That's
and
so apparent.
And I thought it would be, in my head, it was the funniest thing I've ever thought of, right? In my head.
Mold.
And this guy's looking at me like, fuck, should I sort of call security? Like, this is what's
You just
happened.
hear this button.
Yeah. And I'm like, walked out, like, straight in the car, go on, see you later. I'm like, okay. As funny as it was in my head, clearly that's not something that sort of
translate.
correlates.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
I've never heard that. That's fucking. That's really good.
I admire, if you have a crack at it,
Yeah.
let me know how you go, because
will.
that was brutal, and it's one of those ones, because I love to explain a joke. If I'm explaining a joke, I've
That means
nailed
it's
it.
hit. It's hit.
100%.
It's
100%.
hit.
And it happens all the time.
Do the well one. That's on par with that same
The
sort of-
well, 3 holes in the ground?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just
Great stuff like that.
it's just great content. Make like a baby turtle, learn to pull your head in's another one.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, just things like that. That's
Make like a tree and head out.
Yeah.
Tree and leave.
Yeah.
What was the baby one?
Like a
baby
baby turtle, pull your head out. Put it in your ass, you fucking loser.
Yeah. There's
Make like a
lot.
baby and head out.
There's a lot.
There's a
Yeah,
lot,
that's a good
yeah.
one too.
Anyway,
Yeah.
speaking of digression.
Yeah.
So you've had the first coffee.
Oh, yeah,
the
we're back
servo.
to the clock.
Oh yeah. So see, this is. I told you we're gonna do a lot of this.
Yeah, we're going to do.
So on a day like today when it's hot,
Oh, yeah, variable.
I'm like, all right, first coffee, I'm into it. So I try and get all the big stuff done. Like if I'm moving rocks early.
Yep.
Get the big boys out and go for it.
The pythons.
Yeah. For those who didn't see, I've got
Fucking hell.
disgusting. I actually
There's some
think
Popeye forearms.
it's
It's
disgusting.
just all in the forearm.
Honestly, I think when I was made, I reckon they were ran short of actual normal forearms,
Yeah.
and they just like, we'll just chuck another.
It's like a fucking Geo dude.
just chuck another lower leg on
Street
it.
shark.
That'll do. No one will realise. Sort of thing.
Yeah,
So
front end legs.
yeah.
Front end arms.
So early days, punch hard, and then I on the end of that, I'm starting to think, oh shivers, it's getting hot again.
Yeah.
Do I need to go somewhere? I probably need to go somewhere. I probably need to get something. Oh, that's right, I need to get that. Boom, I'm off. Next iced coffee. Boom.
Another one of the same.
Same. 500 mil,
500 mil.
triple shot.
Triple shot.
And
the
boom.
big brown boys.
Yeah, there.
So how many
yeah.
reckon you having a day? On
Oh
average?
no! Listen, I max out at probably 4.
4 triple shotters.
Yeah,
A 4
Straight
pack.
to the top of the dome.
That's a lot of milk.
Yeah.
I'm doing good work if I'm on 4.
Yeah.
Like real good
Oh,
work.
yeah?
Does your energy decline at one point where you're like, fuck, it's time for a ice break to pick me back up again? Or is it you just as immune to it and you're just consistent?
It's just more. I don't dip, but I'm like I tell my brain, you're gonna do better if you got one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
You
it makes
actually,
sense.
you're doing okay.
I do that with
But
cocaine.
you're gonna do better.
Yeah, I
if
do
you
that
got
with
more.
cocaine all
yeah.
the time.
Yeah.
I had
So-
a period with cocaine that I thought I was cool because I considered it microdosing, but I was just doing key bumps every 10 minutes. And then it's like,
Oh, no, the whole bag's
and then
gone.
I was explaining it to someone. They're like, that's just doing coke, dude. And then I'm like, oh, yeah, it is too.
Yeah.
It is too. And,
But
and yeah.
It's hard. Like you've got to go to different servos. You don't want people thinking. That,
Oh, dude.
you don't want people knowing that
oh,
you're getting 4 a day. You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
it. It does feel dirty.
I have a great
Yeah.
relationship with these servo guys, as we spoke about. You know
So
what I
you're
mean?
a bit of a
don't want
servo
them knowing.
slut, are you?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Do you
don't
reckon
want
they get jealous of you? Like when I know if I go to another coffee shop and like they've seen me do it or spoken about it, they're like
Yeah.
super pissed off that the same thing happened with the servo industry.
Yeah, there's a guy. So obviously, I've moved houses recently, and the 7-Eleven I used to always go to, like
Yeah.
I rock up every now and then, and he's like, "Hey man, how are you? What's been happening? Feels like I haven't seen you in ages." And I'm like, I take that as a direct attack. Like
Yeah.
that's like a, where you been, bro? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
our sales
I
are
need you.
down significantly.
Yeah.
You're like,
Where the
I'm-
heck have you been?
I'm gonna go I don't need to fill up. I'm just gonna put it in the drain and give you a quick squirt.
There's
Just a
times
little
where
treat, little treat for
there's
you.
times where I go to the servo to get fuel and I just park
Oh,
because I'm like, oh, that's right, I gotta get fuel and I gotta reverse back like an idiot. Like it happens.
I thought I was just here for ice break.
yeah, exactly right.
so, sometimes I just park at the Bowser. And I'm a customer. I don't care.
I'm with that as well. And
I'm paying customer. If I'm paying for human fuel,
yeah,
it's the same as normal fuel. They go, "You sure you didn't get anything from the pump?" I'm sure, brother.
yeah.
I'm sure.
Don't pressure me.
Yeah, dude.
I get fuel every now and then.
I'm
don't
not
you
as
dare.
friendly to the servo people as you. I've had a lot of run-ins. Like, wait a minute. Crampton area, there hasn't been a servo that hasn't wronged me in that area.
Yeah, it's not my jurisdiction, really.
No.
Crampton sucks.
It
My
stinks.
F truck's on gas, and there's no servos in Crampton that have gas. They're actually phasing gas out. All the new servos don't have gas. So it's a dime a dozen.
So what are you going to do?
Yeah.
I don't know. I might have to fucking go to, what do they call it when the hydrogen?
Make your own
Yeah,
fuel.
I can make my own.
He's going to make his own fuel.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
earthing, he's sounding.
Flintstone it.
I
Yeah,
can
he's
Flintstone it.
going to Flintstone it.
Or I'll go the opposite and just go fucking Puff and Billy steam engine sort of
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
When you
Yeah.
fill the tank,
Cop that environment.
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
he's put the
Smoke 'em if
when
you
he's
got
putting
'em.
the petty in, he's doing the old fucking 3 cents for me. You know, so they round down.
Oh, yeah, love that.
Yeah, you're
Love
not
that.
doing 5. So I've had a few servos round up, and you know, you really do want to kick up a stink. But
Yeah.
there's chicks around. You don't
Yeah.
want to scare the birds away.
Me and the kids have a
The frogs.
game like, all right, Dad's going to try and get a bang on 40. You know that game?
Yeah, I like that
So,
game.
and we
And you're
just
looking
hold
at
it.
directly in the
You
eye.
can't once you release, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's like time zone.
Yeah.
And when we get it, me and the kids go nuts. It's like,
Everyone's getting chocolate bars.
yeah,
that's
that's it.
battle
Come on
pot.
in.
Do you
Couple of
leave
mini
the-
frisbees. Let's go.
do you-
Oh, Dad, I love the mini frisbees.
do the kids come in with you?
Oh, they love it. Yeah,
They-
they love
yeah,
it.
so
Yeah.
you don't leave them in there. You're like, hey,
Oh, sometimes if they're being super annoying, I do.
With the windows
crack
up.
window.
Yeah, but I lock the car, and with my car, it's like sensor. So,
So
like
as soon as they move there, unlock
it goes wee woo wee woo, and they laugh like they think it's hilarious. So like,
in, Dad.
yeah, it's like so the car's going nuts, everyone's looking at me because the kids are in the car.
Because you got
the
four
alarm's
ice
going
You
off.
got 4 ice breaks, not one of them's
Yeah.
for them.
Yeah, I've already drank 3. Yeah, so it's not a great look, but
That's a look nevertheless, mate.
yeah, that's it. No
Hey,
one's
to
grabbing.
wrap up the servo talk, do you have a go-to like 2-for-1 deal or like
Yeah,
what's your favorite
yeah.
combo deal?
Oh yeah, it's got. So my combos are pretty straightforward. It's going to be either, depending on the time of day, it's going to be travel pie, ice break,
Go.
or it's going to be twin pack Turkish D.
Yeah, we
Turkey
love
D.
Turkey D, bro.
Cup
Oh
of
my
tea.
god,
Yeah.
the combination
Yeah,
of.
you are big on the turkey
I
D.
love a turkey
Benjo.
D.
Oh.
Hey
What the
Benjo, what's up,
fuck?
brother?
Hey, Ben, you're on the pod. I got to go, all right? Say hello.
Say something witty.
Ben,
Hey.
you're perfect.
Ben, you there? Say something real quick.
What was
Say something. You're on the pod.
Inspirational quote, Ben. Go.
that? Oh, inspirational quote. Live fast, die hard, I say.
Love you, Ben.
greatest,
Fuck
Ben.
yeah, brother.
See you, brother. I'll call you
Bye.
later.
Oh,
Turn off
Ben.
your Bluetooth as well, please.
How good.
Yeah.
Nah, I still need it for
Fucking
a
first
segment.
time
That's-
podcast, huh?
yeah.
I think that might have been the best part of the pod so far. I reckon.
Yeah.
Nah, I
it's a-
like servo
Ben's
talk. It's very
charming.
good. So, no, we're going the 2-for-1 deal. What one will get you?
So when I get the traveller, it's got to be cheese and bacon.
Why traveller too? Like, if you could go,
Because
if you,
I'm on the run, bruh.
Yes.
And
He's
I'm
on the
just
run.
Fit
'cause
in
he's
your
got the
gullet in
runs.
one go.
yeah,
yeah, I'm munging as I'm driving.
Is it the same amount of pie? Do you reckon?
Nah, probably not.
Look at the grammage.
I
Oh,
should
that's
do that.
true. Yeah.
That'd be easy way.
Also, when I'm in the server, I'm not marking around like Formo. It's strictly
I'm looking at the
business.
macros.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's different. Like you're gonna want to sit down and enjoy yours, right?
What do you mean, my pie?
Yeah.
I barely eat pies anymore. I
Okay.
used to be a little pie bandit.
Yeah.
I'm
So what
into
do
the
you
car. Lately, squishy yogurt.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, I got to go squishy yogurt.
You get them from the servo.
Yeah, like that.
You know, they're like $1.50 if you go to Woolies.
Mate,
Yeah,
Formo,
it's brutal, right? Yeah.
at Coles, how much is a fucking ice break? You ever hit
Oh
that?
man, I love going there because
Coles.
I can
Didn't
always
you get
something
like
really
a
cheap.
12 pack or something for a wedding gift?
Oh, are we going there? Are we?
Yeah.
So
you should go there.
So our boy John Foot, shout out to John Boy Foot,
John.
Good foot.
aka
Footer.
the Silverback Gorilla, legend. Anyways,
Okay, Hot John.
Hot John, I
Bigfoot Silver.
emceed his wedding.
Oh, what a honor.
Absolutely cooked it, but in the best way.
Oh,
in the
okay,
best
good.
way, like.
Good.
And so obviously as payment, he gave me he couldn't buy a slab of ice break.
Oh.
So he just bought 24 bottles and like a full pack of Turkish Delight.
Oh,
Twin pack.
wow.
Because he knows me, bro, you know?
Yeah,
he
you
knows
couldn't
who
get
I
that
am. He
anyway.
gets me.
How many did you just slam in the car?
Oh my
Wow.
God. It didn't last long. That's, and the missus gets them for me. And I'm like, don't get them for me. Don't bring them home. Because she's going to get angry at how quick I drink them. I know.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. No,
And sometimes I just leave bottles in there empty. So she thinks,
fill full of water.
she thinks, that in the morning I'm going to drink that and I'm a responsible adult. It's gone.
That's gone.
It's gone.
I had to go
Excuse
brush my teeth.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Are you going to have to go to the toilet again? Yeah, absolutely.
Are they in the cold part of the toilet? Is that you got a couple of ice blocks sitting there?
It's in the top part
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
toilet.
It's in the couple of ice blocks in there.
Hey, so speaking of emceeing, Daniel and I have been friends for 20 odd years, and Formo actually, so this is Daniel and Formo. He's got 2 names.
Yeah.
And
I got heaps.
he is a long-time mountain boarder and also the MC of the Australian mountain board stunt show that we do across Australia.
It's on the
I got my
truck.
proud sponsors, Passenger, Jason
Passenger.
Salopek, creative director.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Creative erector.
It's actually Dylan's brand. So, yeah. Doesn't inject.
But tell me about some of your favourite MCing experience or some of your favourite times we've been on tour.
We've had a lot.
We've had a lot.
And it's one of my favorite things. I love shows.
Yeah.
It's whether it's mountain boarding, gardening, anything
You love an
show
expo.
related. I love an expo.
Yeah.
He loves
Anything
a
like that.
microphone.
I just love people, man. People.
The DMX Dan Expo.
Yeah. I just love people. And we've had some clangers.
Yeah.
But I mean, Japan was it for me. Like that when we went to Japan and went over to Fujinomiya and met all those dudes. And maybe
they would
even
have
the
a field
second
day
one.
with
when,
you.
Yeah, when all the guys from the States and Europe came, that was just next level. I still have that T-shirt
Really?
from that wild night.
That's sick.
Did you want to talk about the wild night?
I do. Please
Yeah, go.
inform the people about the wild night and the scorpion.
We had the wildest night. I think. Well, that's a different night, but we had the wildest night. We were at this tiny little bar.
yeah.
There was like a weird police station unit thing across the road.
Oh yeah.
We drank this bar out of drinks.
Yeah.
Everything happened in this bar. There was skateboards. We were skating out in the street. Everyone was drunk. There was a geisha that came in, remember?
Yeah. Oh,
wow.
She was like 60, but she was smoking hot. It
Oh,
was
yeah.
so weird. It was the weirdest night ever. One of the other Japanese guys got so drunk that the police had to take him home. Jeremy Leaf,
Mountain border.
huge mountain border. I had a pocket on my T-shirt.
Yep.
One of those useless pockets. It was like a Kmart T-shirt.
Pocket tee.
And he's like, what the hell's that pocket? I'm like, I don't know. It's just part of the T-shirt. And he just ripped it off. And I've still got that T-shirt. Well, how long was that ago? Like 6, 7, 8 years ago? My favorite T-shirt because it reminds me of that.
Oh, mate. The
fateful
journey.
night.
That's so
Oh,
good.
bro. It was so
But
good.
tell them about the experience the next day when you had to fly back to your family in Melbourne.
Yeah. So the Aussie boys had to come back early. The Americans and the other guys,
And Dill, did he stay?
Oh yeah, I came back at 2.
You did come back?
Yeah.
everyone else kicked on.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I really want to go out and celebrate with these guys. So I went out with the Euro guys and the guys from the States, and we kicked on proper.
Yep.
So no sleep. All these guys got a good night's sleep, well rested. We go straight to the airport. I'm absolutely wired, like proper wired. And the whole way home, like this is like a 21-hour flight or something crazy, right?
Yeah, because we had to get the bullet train to Tokyo as well. So that was like the first leg of the journey.
Oh, yeah.
And then we had to get the metro, like the underground metro train. And all I remember is Formo's face was just white, and he was just perspiring everywhere, like absolutely, kind of like he's now, drenched in sweat.
I sweat like a bag. And you could have
smell.
You could have bottled it and sold it. It would have been like 8%.
The alcohol
was so
just
bad.
oozing out of him. I hadn't seen anything like it.
The poor people sitting next to me on the flight back. Because like when I fly, I'm hopeless because it's like having a cop like behind you when you're driving. Like the anxiety levels are like through the roof. So the first 18 hours, I'm just like peaking. Like I'm like, oh, I'm on the plane. It's going home. You know, I can't balls it up from here. We're literally just gonna get home.
I'm home and hosed.
Yeah, that's it. And just sweating like an idiot. And Dylan will find a way to sleep 22 hours on a 21-hour flight.
Oh, dude, yeah.
He's so painful like that. Like he's out.
Do you take anything, Dill?
No, just good vibes.
It's just, you know, and I'm watching this guy sleep and I'm just wired like, oh, you know, like.
That should be me.
Yeah,
why isn't that me?
Sweating through his
What
t-shirt.
terminal do I have to get to? How do I catch the bus to the car? Like, it's just all going through my head. And and he's
Are
just
my wife
fast
and kids still there?
Yeah.
It's going to be like Gladiator. My house is going to be burnt down. Here I piss off.
Is the key going to fit in the lock? Sheesh, you know, so that was brutal. That was a really tough flight.
Tell him about the time in Japan when we had that massive party and everyone was chanting for you to eat the scorpion.
Yeah, we were
How did that start?
I don't know, but
I think they were passing the scorpion and like, eat the scorpion.
Yeah.
And Formo was like, I'll eat the scorpion.
Sure. And I just munged it. Like it just tasted like eating it like a shell off the beach.
So how? So
you're saying
so you're also
Formo ate bugs.
Yeah.
Formo ate bugs. Yeah, like poisonous ones. And like at the time, like you don't think
Finally,
about travel
someone did it.
insurance and shit. Like that's not going through your head. And like in the morning, I'm like, oh. Shit, maybe I shouldn't have eaten that poisonous, fucking dangerous bug that, you know, that everyone was chanting for me to eat. But
how long
in the moment, I could not.
There's that story. We covered a story on another podcast where a guy ate a gecko in where was it? It was up in Queensland. He ate a gecko and didn't tell the doctors why he felt so crooked. It turns out that it was like burnt a hole in his guts and his balls were filling up full of gut pus. And then it's like 7 days later, he's like, oh, yeah, I did eat a gecko. They go, why didn't he died.
Oh.
Yeah.
He died, but yeah, I'm like, ever since hearing that story, I'm like, I used to be like that. I'm like, eat bug, eat all this, but I don't know.
Oh, so you wanted me to die in the last episode? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yeah, last episode.
Well,
Dylan,
did I have a
Dylan
bug?
eats scorpion.
Dilly bug. Scorpion
bug.
death bug.
No,
Season finale.
He's going to eat a camel spider.
Fuck.
Let's get a
I'm gonna
camel
eat some
spider.
Camel toe. Okay, so next subject is Formo's birthmark. Tell me the story about your birthmark. Have you really had it since birth?
So I grew it about 3 years ago as a fashion statement.
Were you just like rubbing a bit of fertilizer in there on the job? Just
Yeah,
priming
it
up?
was just a freak accident. Kind of like, who's that? You know, like when Terminator drops into the thing. You know, all those sort of superhero things where they have a freak accident.
The origin story.
Yeah, that's the birthmark.
But you just said when Terminator drops into the thing, that's when he died.
Yeah.
That's when he was coming out of the world.
Not the greatest example.
Yeah.
Not the greatest
Right,
example.
Superman, go that.
Actually, that made me cry. I was really sad at that.
Well,
Yeah.
Oh.
That was brutal.
So for the people who are listening right now, describe the birthmark. Where is it?
So the birthmark's on the side of my neck. It's opposite the side. It's opposite side of the camera, but you can sort of see it there.
Yeah.
We'll get a
It's
close up.
it's actually it's a sore point these days because I'm actually going bald up top,
Oh,
and I could really do with that hair
Yeah.
up top. You know what I mean?
Transplant
It grows more hair than any other part of my hairline.
The werewolf's part.
And I've had a conversation with my wife many times, like, surely you see the funny side if I grew this out and plaited it. Like, surely that.
Oh, so you shave it?
Yeah, I have to shave it. It's legit.
Hey, instead of a neck tat, you could get a neck plait, brother.
Oh
Yeah,
my
exactly
god,
right.
that is the best joke he's ever said. Al is
Bazinga.
very
Bazinga.
upset with that.
He's ruffling.
Yeah, what do we got up? Oh, there he goes.
It'd be like, you know, you'd be like, what's his face in Star Wars? You could plait it like a little Jedi.
Yeah, exactly right.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
And then I've got powers and stuff. So
I could only imagine that's what comes. The longer the plait, the higher the brat.
yeah, and we've had many conversations, like maybe like a huntsman spider, like get a like a
Get a hairy
tattoo,
leg.
like that would be sick.
Yeah.
That would be.
But you know, it's my favorite one is I'm so Australian, even my hairline including Tasmania. You know what I mean? Like that's me.
I mean, you're just a great guy. And also, like, we've come to know that the birthmark has its own personality. Could you talk to a little bit about its, you know, how it talks, what's its name,
So-
the origin stories for us?
This is back when I was working for a big landscape mob,
Yeah.
and one of the guys.
How many times were you allowed to go, I got to go get something and then just drive off?
Oh yeah, this was
You had
harder.
to pre-pack the iced coffee?
Yeah, this one was a bit trickier because I was actually doing legit work. But one of the guys, Jake Wretch, his name is. I don't know if he's going to watch this, but
Big Wretch.
yeah, the big wretched beast. He just thought it'd be a great idea, and he thought he'd be doing me a favor by naming my birthmark.
What?
He named it Kirk. So my birthmark's name's Kirk.
Kirk.
Has its own soft drink label.
Yeah, Kirk's.
Very nice.
That's it. Pour it on, it'll grow.
Absolutely. And like, you know, there's
It does
been
kind of
times.
look like the can. What's the cans are fucking. What's it?
Just touch it, Bill.
I'll touch it.
What's the texture like?
It's wet.
Yeah.
Sometimes he talks.
Yeah. I had a situation when I was a kid. I was running down the beach, and you know those grippy vortex things?
Yeah.
Fucking, I run right between two guys playing that. Bang. Tennis ball.
Stuck.
Like that. Bang. Straight on the side of it.
Fuck.
Grip, What are they called? Grip and rips?
Grip and rips. Yeah.
Grip and rip. Oh,
And that
man.
was awkward.
Then you just kept running.
Yeah, I just threw it back and said, yeah.
You're welcome.
1 point for Formo. Thank you very much.
1 point for Kirky.
So, yeah.
Oh, dude.
Blessing, once again, like the ADHD, blessing and a curse.
yeah,
that's
of
it.
course.
Oh, Kirkinator.
That's
So, but we do little voice things where we go, oh, Kirk, we do talk, you know, like,
Yeah, he really gets stuck.
Kirk's like, I think I want a nice coffee.
yeah.
I think you've done enough work. You've deserved a nice coffee. You're absolutely right, Kirk. Let's go. So, he's a good guy.
Oh, he's a good guy. But Al, how we going for time there, mate?
50 currently.
All right,
So
shit,
there
we
was-
got it. We
there
got
was a
it.
time,
All right, you
actually-
got some good stuff.
There was a time actually where Kirk was in significant danger. We were
Oh no.
mountain boarding at this skate park one night, and Formo came out all the way from Ringwood, and he had this challenge of doing a backflip. He wants to do a backflip. He can do it on the trampoline. Wants to do it on the mountain board. And so he crawls up to the top of the biggest ramp at the indoor skate park, and he's thinking about trying the backflip. What happened from there, Formo?
Well, I got the backflip.
Did you?
Did you have the
But then
helmet on?
yes. But then
Did
I'm
Kirk
like,
have the helmet on?
No.
no. But then I'm like, oh, the boys are doing like rodeos. I want to try and incorporate a 360 into it.
That's so good. Like, you're like, backflip done. Let's add to it.
Yeah.
Like, how many times had you landed and said backflip that day?
Oh, like a handful.
Like,
This is into the foam
Had you had
pit.
more
It's not-
lands
doesn't
of
really
backflips
count.
or more applauses in your life?
No.
About the same?
About even.
Dead even.
And then I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, I'll just make sure I wind up early. Like, if I'm going to chuck a 3 in, I'm going to just try and wind it up early so I can get the rotation. I don't know what happened. It wasn't great, but I've definitely wound up early and I've leant back like it's limbo and I've managed to hit Kirk on the coping. So that's how much I've leaned back. So I've literally just flopped back even before.
I don't know how you do that.
No, I know. It was impressive, right?
Just
We watched
imagine you're like running as fast as you can, and then with pressure, you're trying to jump onto your neck.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he did.
Yeah.
That's like Ollie in a
He
foot
just
before
flipped
the
straight
stairs.
into his head.
Yeah.
Like that's like pumping into a ramp, but like you're on the flat. Like you
Yeah.
haven't even hit the ramp.
And you know
yet.
what it's like? You're a USC fan. You get behind the ear. Like you get in that sweet spot.
Yeah.
It's baby giraffe stuff. Like
Yeah,
you're in
that's it.
trouble. You're in real
you're going
trouble.
9-9.
And
Yeah.
boy, he was in trouble.
So I was trying to
Kirk
fight.
is very close to the brainstem.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, he's
So,
neighbours.
so I'm in the foam pit, and I'm trying so hard not to black out, and wasn't I? I was
Yeah.
So
trying
you
to
landed
fight.
in the foam pit.
I landed in the foam pit somehow, and everyone's like, "Oh, dude, are you okay?" And I'm like, "Ah!" Like I'm just having this full like
seizure.
operation,
Yeah.
and I'm still like I'm an hour and 10 minutes from home still.
Yeah.
So poor Dyl and the boys had to like drive behind me to make sure.
Before that, we're all watching him convulsing in the foam pit, and we thought him being a fuckwit was joking. So we're like, Formo, come on,
Classic
stop being
Formo.
a fuckwit.
I want to
We
show.
want to go in the foam
that's
pit.
it.
I actually just found the security footage of
Hey!
this.
Here we go.
Oh my god, that was like Formo.
I got burnt that day as well. So that explains that.
Hey, you are pretty damn.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So yeah, so he's convulsing in the foam pit, and we're like, oh shit, he's been in there for like half an hour. Maybe he's not all right. So we went and got him, and he's like, his eyes in the back of his head, really scary stuff. We like get him back to health, and then I drive him all the way home.
First, we checked the CCTV footage
Yeah.
because we had to.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah,
Well,
And then that was a long night. That one.
that was.
so you were knocked out. So
Didn't knock any sense into him, that's for sure.
So you convulsing. Fuck. That's pretty. That's
Yeah.
Yeah,
pretty-
I was trying to fight like not going out.
Yeah.
Like a true man. Never
Yeah.
tap.
It was pretty funny.
Don't
honestly.
tap.
Yeah, don't tap.
Don't tap.
Don't tap.
We had a
Don't
mate
tap.
No.
at a Hottest 100 party, and he was like pissed, blackout, drunk the whole time. One of our mates tackled him, and he actually got an aneurysm because when
yeah.
he smashed his head, like bleeding on the brain, full
Yeah,
knocked out.
I seen him get knocked out, and I'm like, he didn't get up quick enough. I'm like he felt bad because I'm like, let's go to hospital. I'm not having it like because he was on the ground for like a minute.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, get your stuff. I took him to hospital, and
I think it was my
hospital.
mum actually, but yeah,
wasn't
we'll
it?
give you the
It was no. Your mum took me to hospital.
Oh yeah. She did,
I
sorry.
took
Yeah.
I took him to hospital. Your mum took me to hospital.
So good. Thanks,
What-
Mum.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mum.
Shout out to mums. I was too pissed. I got bottled at a head party at our house, and then I was in the back of the ambulance, and obviously, like I said, I was microdosing as per usual. They go, "You want anything?" And all the guys are looking around like, "Is he going to tell them?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Yeah, your heart rate's pinging, dude."
That's not from the bottle.
Yeah, it's Joey Jordison on the double kick, man.
It's actually helping, probably.
Yeah, keeping the blood pumping to the face. But yeah, speaking of getting knocked out, Formo, all right, how much time do we got,
We're at 55.
mate? I think we're gonna have to do a part 2 because
Actually, before
Well,
we
you
go,
got some.
we need to address the elephant in the room. Can you give
Don't call him that.
Billy some advice onto how we digressed from this at the beginning of the pod, but wrapping it up, can you please educate Billy Bell how to raise a family of plants?
Yeah, listen, plants are tricky. The
Yeah.
issue with plants is just because they look the same doesn't mean they need the same stuff.
yeah,
So the biggest thing for plants is check the tag.
I had no tags. But
Oh, shit, you went to the market? You cheeky boy.
I went to the Boxing Day sales,
Oh,
mate. They
yes,
said a
yes.
sucker gum and 500 big ones. So I was
Well,
like,
luckily he's remembered what they're called, so he's going to ask you
Yeah,
advice.
what have
on
we
them.
got?
Oh, I got a Happy Tree.
Perfect.
Got a Peace Lily.
Yes.
I got a Monstera. That's the one I'm having the most trouble with.
Amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's been
So,
naughty boy.
Aren't they the easiest?
Nah, it got like a black spot, and then like leaves are going. It's going out one way.
Monster, they do love.
It's like
heat.
that. It's like that HBA ad. It's like one hand's going that way, and the other. He like
Yeah.
went that way, and the hand's going that way.
They can be an indoor plant, but they like the heat.
Do they?
Yeah, yeah.
So
But
I'm-
not the direct sun.
Yeah.
So
Put
do you
him
know
in
what
a
I mean? So
cupboard.
like if you've got like a veranda or something, or like something that
Give him a
gets
zap in the microwave.
yeah, yeah, light but not direct,
Not direct.
not direct sun.
Maybe just a one.
Where
flavor
have
in
you
the
got
air fryer. Kind of not near the sun.
Yep.
But like I had it under the skylight for a little bit.
Yeah, how'd that do there?
It seemed to go all right, and then I moved, and then I got a black spot, and I'm like,
Yeah,
Sarah's like, oh, it's had that black spot the whole time, and then a week it just spread like
yeah.
the treacherous cancer.
Do you water it a lot?
Nah.
No.
I try to do it once a week.
Mm.
Well, my old lady neighbour downstairs, she told me about once a week. And then the peace lily, it slurps it up. It
Yeah.
needs it all the time. Like, that will be, like, sad.
Peace lilies will be a bit easier to look after.
It's sad, and then I go, give it a soak in the shower. I'll take it in the shower with me.
dramatic.
Then fucking 10 minutes later, it's like,
Yeah. They do that. There's another one called Ligulera that's very similar to that.
yeah.
It's like looks like a tractor seat.
Ooh.
It'll go sad, and then you give it a bit of water, and it gets out of the direct sun. And it's like, hey, tricked ya,
Yeah.
gotcha, fool.
I think the next one I want is banana
Palm.
palm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that one, because they're huge.
Yeah,
I
that's
like a bit of oomph.
Speaking of banana, did you see the video of Jake Matthews eating a banana skin on?
No, I did.
So, side story. I'm trying to hustle here.
Yeah.
So, he ate a mango skin on,
Yeah.
and out of all the content he puts on social media,
This guy is a cage fighter, by the way.
this guy is a UFC fighter, and he's the next worldweight champion.
Celtic
But
kid.
out of
Celtic kid.
all the content, this thing goes viral. Him eating a mango skin on.
Of
right?
course. That's
Yeah.
how it always goes.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, Dill's got videos like that.
So then he's like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna start eating all kinds of fruit skin on."
Yeah.
Skin on,
And
skin on.
it just erupted. And then obviously pre-fight interview, they're talking about is skin on fruit that he's eaten.
Yeah.
And he did the banana as a piss take, obviously.
Yeah.
But man, you should have read. I mean,
What's his
you know, casual MMA fans.
Yeah.
You should have read the comments, bro.
Oh,
like,
mate.
they're the dumbest people in the world.
I love
Casuals.
I love
Oh,
the
my
casuals.
Oh,
goodness.
fucking
I love
casuals,
casuals.
mate.
But let's just show how not casual you are. We're going to go into the UFC. I don't think we've got time to talk about your trip. We will. We're going to have you back on.
Yeah.
But I've organised a little segment for you because Dylan said we can't talk. Me and Formo get together all the time and talk MMA. Dylan reckons we're just making stuff up. But it sounds like, just other language to him. He doesn't know. He's just beta. We're alphas.
Yeah.
That's it.
Dylan Dog, if they had a mountain board card,
Yeah.
one of you, I would hunt it down and I would
I
get
have
it.
cards.
Yeah.
One of one
Yeah.
through Panini or through.
Panini,
I
of course,
love
Panini.
I love it. You're into the cards. But
Oh.
Formo, we've got the UFC minute, all right?
Yes.
I'm
Yep.
going to give you a
Yep.
minute
Yeah.
and see how many questions you can
This is
answer.
so tight.
Al, can you
Can you put the
time
song
a
on?
minute? I've got the song.
Also, shout out to Jake's Breaks, all the boys that I break cards with, legends. Thank you very much. Got that in there. That's good.
Do you do openings?
Yeah, so I buy into the breaks.
Is that-
I've done a couple of openings with the boys,
Yeah.
but I don't like touching the cards.
Do you wear gloves?
I don't know the names properly and nothing. I just make them up.
So
Yeah,
What, like, if they're UFC fighters, you would know, wouldn't you?
most of them. Yeah,
Most of
but
them,
there's
yeah.
a couple of doozy names
There's
in
a
there.
couple of them. Dagestanis.
Yeah, some of those daggers
mate.
are wild.
Alphabet. You got to give it up to
Yeah.
Bruce Buffer, eh?
Oh, Brucey's all over.
I
it. Actually,
love-
just quick side note:
Here we go.
Bruce Buffer bumped into him at the.
No
Oh,
way.
Yeah. And funnily enough, as we were going down.
Bruce Buffer is the announcer of the UFC,
Yeah.
guys.
As we were going down, he thought it was his floor. He walked out. We got in the elevator. He turned around, realised he was on the wrong floor, and then we went. So we cooked him. We cooked
You didn't
Bruce.
even stay for Bruce.
No, he was on a mission,
Does
man.
he
Bruce,
give you
Bruce goes
his
on
time?
missions. Oh, he not that time, but
No.
he was in his full suit. He looked
Oh,
lit.
dude, dapper Dan.
He's
I
the
love
same.
him.
Did you say anything?
Wait,
at him?
did you know, right?
Want to be him?
Did you say anything to him?
I mean, he's the ultimate.
Yeah.
He's the ultimate Formo. I know.
Yeah, I
get
know.
it. But did you say anything to him in the elevator?
I just sniffed him
You
a bit
should have
as he walked
elevator
past. That was
pitched
it.
him, dude.
Yeah.
That was your genuine time to do an elevator pitch.
Oh, he was getting hounded.
Yeah. Do you
It's
know who?
intimidating.
So, Dill, do you
Yeah, I
know
know
who
who he
his
is.
brother is?
Yeah,
This is not a joke.
presenter for the WWE.
No, boxing.
Oh, boxing. Yeah, that's right.
He made up "Let's Get Ready to Rumble."
Yeah.
But I didn't believe it at the start. I thought
Neither
this
did
was,
I.
They
thought
don't
this
look
was
very similar.
Nah, I didn't believe it. And
No,
then
but they didn't know each other for like 20 years or something.
they did, didn't they?
Nah. They were like separated for 20 years and then something happened and they
'Cause Bruce
got
was his-
reconnected. No, because he got popular. I fucking know more about
Yeah,
this shit than
you do.
YouTube vlogs. He got really
don't follow
popular
boxing.
in boxing and the Ready to Rumble thing came up. And then somehow there was a connection in their family like, oh, that's your brother. And
Well, because
then
he was
they
his
connected
manager,
again.
though. It was his manager.
Yeah.
And then he's just like, I'm going to do the UFC. And then I reckon his is better. Its time's better.
I mean,
shorter.
It's
Gets paid more money to say less
he
words.
gets into
Smart.
it. He gets into it hard.
Love
You got to
it.
give him that.
Yeah,
he's got
It's definitely more
passion.
hype.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
it fucking gives you chills.
Did you hear
man.
about the time he like broke his
Broke
ankle?
his-
or,
yeah.
or whatever
No,
it was.
he did an ACL when he landed.
ACL. Yeah, like that's how hard this guy's
Yeah.
going.
Oh, dude, I'd love for him to
We'll
yell
get
my
him
name
on.
out.
We'll
Yeah,
get
we'll
him
get
on.
him on. We'll get him on.
Anyway,
He's
let's
a-
get into this minute.
This minute's
Okay.
gone for 10. All
Did
right.
you say you have a theme song for it?
Yeah, I got a theme.
Oh
song.
yes.
All right. So, to Alex, tell us when the minute starts.
Ready?
Yep.
Set. Go.
All right, Dan. Here we go. We'll wait for the breakdown. No, pause it.
Oh, I
Start
thought
the
that
minute
was
again.
part of it.
Okay.
I thought that was like
Right.
Go.
Sean Strickland, overrated.
absolutely.
JDM versus Leon Edwards. What do you got?
JDM
JDM by.
knockout.
All right. Who's the GOAT of the UFC?
Jake Matthews. Slow biased.
Do we see John Jones versus Aspinall?
No, too much money.
Too much. What's the future of Sugar Sean look like?
Not great.
Who beats Marab?
Ilya.
Ooh. You reckon they get a fight?
No, Pantoja.
Pantoja. Oh, all right. Never thought of that.
Got the wrong name.
What's next for Islam?
Ilya.
Ilya? And how's that go?
Ilya.
45
Ilya?
seconds.
45 seconds. All right. Does DDP have any chance going up?
Yep.
Yeah?
I rate DDP.
Yeah, good enough. All right. Thoughts on Colby Covington?
Cocksucker.
Legit.
Can't stand him. Want to bash him myself.
One more question.
One more question. Yeah. All right. Who's got the best walkout song?
Tattoo Vasa.
Even though it always changes?
Yeah, love that.
Yeah, that's very funny.
Yeah.
Very funny. All right.
Who do you have for workout song?
Oh, I do like Calvin Caters.
Yep.
I do love House of the Rising Sun. I think that's pretty cool.
There were some good ones on the weekend,
Yeah.
but we'll go into that in the next thing
We'll go
we're
into
doing.
the next one because we have already well over. Alex is sweating, and I don't think it's the heat. Formo, thank you so much for coming on.
Hey, Formo, tell us about what you got going on.
Yeah, what do you got
Anything
going on?
People can check out on the internet.
Yeah, sure.
Where
So-
can they see you in the flesh?
So 6 shows this year. I've already done the pool, spa and lifestyle show.
That Jeff Shed?
That's a Jeff Shed. Then Melbourne International Flower and Garden Show end of March, early April. That's
What are you
going to be a
doing there?
banger. I'm doing a feature retail stand for Shapescaper Steel Edging, who I pretty much do everything for
Yeah.
and work closely with.
MVP.
Also working with Charlie Allbone from Better Homes and Gardens, doing construction for his Challenger Garden.
Are you in any of the magazines yet? Can I
not-
see you in a doctor's office?
Not yet, but there might be there might be some stuff happening in regards to that, but I can't disclose or
Can we say
anything at this stage.
centerfold? Danscape centerfold?
Centerfold, and maybe like just a nice little leaf, like a real small leaf, nothing crazy. No
banana
need
leaf.
for a maple. yeah. Just keep it
Just a
tight.
tea leaf.
Yeah. And then we've got the 3 home shows at the end of the year: Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane.
The big 3 home shows.
Yeah. So
Where
bring it
can
home with
people
that.
follow your journey?
Dan's Crepes. Used to be Danscapes, got hacked. So Dan's Crepes is where we're at
As in
these
like
days.
crepes like the pancakes.
Pancakes, crepe myrtles, you can do whatever you want.
I love that.
both.
You've changed your career.
Yep.
I
get-
I really like
I
landscaping.
get in so much trouble from everyone because they're like, "What's your actual handle?" I'm like, "This is it." And they're like, "We can't take you seriously." I'm like, "Well, that's me, brah." So, yeah. So that's it. Dan's Crepes. Follow me if you like. If you don't, move on. Happy days.
Move on.
That is Daniel Foreman, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much.
I reckon
Formo.
this has to be a monthly visit.
Yeah, sure.
We'll see you next month.
Thank you for your time, boys.
Thank you, Formo.
You're amazing.
Love you.
You're amazing.
Illy boom.
Perfect. Well done.
Oh, crikey.